Living with purpose daily, health, relationships, and creativity, we've gone inward. We've reflected. We've even mapped pieces of your purpose. Now let's bring it into motion. Because purpose isn't just something we discover in a moment of inspiration. It's something we live every day, and we do that by embedding it into three essential areas: your body, your relationships, and your creative expression. Let's take each one. The first place we bring purpose is the body. Why? Because the body is how we carry our purpose. You could have the biggest vision in the world, but if you're exhausted, in pain, or disconnected from your health, it's like trying to sail with no wind. This isn't about six-pack abs or running marathons. This is about respecting your vessel. What does it look like to live on purpose in the body? Taking a walk every morning with intention, not just for steps, but for peace. Preparing food with care, knowing that how you eat reflects how you feel about your future. Stretching, dancing, gardening, anything that puts you in rhythm with life. Your body doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to feel inhabited. Because when you treat your body like it matters, your life starts to reflect that, too. Next, relationships.bso. Many people discover after 50 that they've been surrounded by people, but not really connected. We grow apart from friends. We stop prioritizing intimacy. Sometimes we even feel invisible in our own homes. But here's the gift. You now get to choose your people with purpose. Who lifts your spirit when they speak? Who do you want to invest in? Not out of obligation, but out of joy. Living with purpose means learning to say, I want more depth, more honesty, more laughter, more warmth. And it might mean setting boundaries with people who only drain you. Your circle may get smaller, but it will grow stronger. Purpose in relationships means showing up, not just going through the motions. It means eye contact, active listening, saying, I love you before it's too late. And finally, let's talk about creativity. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's this. Every human being has something inside them that needs to come out. A story, a melody, a garden.ba photograph, a dance, a cake baked with love. Purpose isn't always about service to others. Sometimes, it's about finally giving yourself permission to create. Many people feel like it's too late to start to be, but let me tell you, some of the most powerful creators didn't bloom until later in life. Grandma Moses started painting at 78. Laura Ingalls Wilder published her first book at 65. You're just getting started. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to do it, because it sets your spirit on fire. Here's a simple way to live your purpose daily. At the start of each morning, ask, what small thing can I do for my body today? What act of love can I offer someone today? What can I make, express, or enjoy just for me? That's it. 3 questions, 3 minutes. Done consistently, they change your life. Because purpose isn't found in a book, it's lived through motion, love, and creation. The legacy of purpose, impact, aging, and what we leave behind. Welcome back. We've talked about discovering purpose. We've talked about living it. Now, we turn towards something deeper. Legacy is more than a will or a name etched on a stone. Legacy is the imprint you leave on hearts, the ripple you send through time. It's the warmth in a grandchild's memory, the wisdom in a student's life, the love in a friend's story about you, years after you're gone. Let's explore what it really means to age with impact. Let's be honest, our culture doesn't do aging very well. That we're told that getting older means becoming irrelevant, invisible, or in decline. But what if that's the greatest myth of all? Because age brings clarity, it brings confidence. It brings a deeper understanding of what matters and what doesn't. Aging gives you perspective, and perspective gives you power. You now know what people need to hear. You've walked through storms and come out wiser. You know how to listen. That wisdom, that's gold, that's legacy. So stop apologizing for your age. Start honoring it. You didn't survive all this time to shrink. Now, point one of the lies people believe is that their purpose has to be grand to matter. But often, legacy is built in tiny, repeated acts. A warm smile given every morning to the same cashier. A phone call to a friend who's grieving. A weekly reading hour with a neighbor's child. A letter written to your future great-grandchildren. These moments may seem small, but to someone else, they could be everything. Your legacy is not what you leave after you die, that it's what you build while you're alive, that it's not just in your achievements, it's in your presence. I want to ask you a powerful question. When people speak of you one day, what story will they tell? Will they say you made them laugh when they needed it most? That you listened without judgment? That you believed in someone when they couldn't believe in themselves? This is legacy, and you're still writing it. So here's a practice for you. Sit down this week and write a legacy letter. It's not a goodbye. It's a reflection. Tell the people you love what you've learned about life. What values matter to you. Be what you wish for their future. What they've taught you. This isn't just for them. It's for you. Because sometimes it's in writing our story that we remember just how powerful it really is. Let's be very clear. You don't have to wait until you're gone to become a legacy. You can be a living legacy right now. Every hug you give, every hard-earned truth you speak, every child you encourage, every moment you choose kindness over bitterness. That's legacy. Be people may forget your job title, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So live generously, live boldly, and remember, the second half of life isn't your decline. It's your contribution. That's the power of purpose. It's not something we find and finish. It's something we live, breathe, and evolve into every single day we're given. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this talk moved you, share it with someone you love. Remind them it's never too late to begin again. This is Second Wind Talks, and your story? It's just getting started. Purpose and practice, tools, rituals, and daily anchors. Welcome to the final part of this journey. Whether you've been here from the first minute or just joined us, this space is for you. We've explored what purpose is, we've looked inward, we've looked outward. Now we ask, how do we hold on to this in real life? Because after the inspiration fades, life continues. You still wake up, make coffee, deal with errands, face challenges. So how do we keep purpose alive when the world keeps moving? Let's talk tools, rituals, and daily anchors. Think of purpose like a compass. You don't need to have the whole map. You just need a direction. Every morning, ask yourself 3 questions. What do I want to feel today? Who do I want to impact today? What's one small step I can take in alignment with my values? This compass doesn't require big answers, just honest ones. You'll be amazed at how these small questions recenter your day. They help you focus not on what should I do, but how do I want to show up? Your first 20 minutes in the morning set the tone for your whole day. Here's a simple purpose ritual you can try. The purposeful morning. Step 1, wake up gently. Don't reach for your phone first. Step 2, sit quietly for 2 minutes. Breathe. Step 3, write down 3 intentions. Not tasks, intentions. Example, be patient. Speak truth. Listen fully. Step 4, stretch, drink water, and say something kind to yourself out loud. These 20 minutes aren't about productivity. They're about presence. A day that starts with purpose often ends with peace. Next, learn to pause. We live in a fast world, but purpose doesn't live in speed. It lives in the pause. Here's a tool I love, the 1-minute anchor. Wherever you are, whether standing in the kitchen or in a difficult conversation, pause for 60 seconds and ask, what am I feeling? What matters right now? What would love do next? This anchor pulls you back to the real you. You don't need a retreat or a sabbatical to connect with purpose. You just need intentional breath. Let's talk about expression. Every person needs an outlet for what's inside. That may be journaling, painting, singing, dancing, gardening, even tinkering in the garage. Choose one creative ritual you can practice weekly. Here's a simple one. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Be no editing. No perfection. Just create. Could be a letter, a doodle, a spoken word recording, a recipe idea. Creativity connects you to your inner truth. And that truth is the root of your purpose. You weren't meant to do this alone. Find or form a purpose circle, a weekly check-in with 1 to 3 people. You meet for 30 minutes and ask, what gave your life meaning this week? What drained you? What are you working toward? That's it. No judgment, just reflection, laughter, maybe a few tears. Because purpose grows stronger in community. You made it. For hours of diving deep, you faced your story, your questions, your longings, and maybe some parts of you that you haven't visited in a while. And that's the heart of Second Wind Talks. Not to tell you what your purpose is, but to remind you that you have one. You always have, and no matter your age, your pain, your past, you are still becoming. Your second wind? It's not coming. It's here to breathe it in and live.